So I just want to express my problem with Sexy Red, and I'm gonna start with love and say that I think she's like a very beautiful woman, and I listen to her interviews in long format, and she seems like a beautiful soul, and she feels like a person that I would know. Like she seems like a female that I would mess around with, and she would like fuck up my whole life because she would be running around crazy. But she seemed like a people we know, so we all kind of give her a pass because we like, it's a certain group of people out there that want this kind of music, and that's true. But let me put y'all on game real quick, right? Cause this guy right here, Zay Lewis, was talking about human zoos, and as recent as the 1950s, they had people of color in captivity being pet and fed and treated as literal Jew creatures. An example of that is Sarah Bartman, where she was in a relationship with this white guy, and the white guy decided to go to Europe with her because they were walking around the town and everyone was like infatuated with her body. That the white guy decided to take her over to Europe and make a exhibit out of her. She didn't want to go, so they had to convince her to go. After they ended up convincing her to go, her exhibit became very popular, and it was so popular it even influenced the style out there. So that other women were putting on these things on the little things on their body to make it look like they were thicker than what they was. And it's just crazy to me because even back, we always been influential. We always changed the style. We always was something they would just take take from our culture and then put it on themselves, even to try to make their body look like how our women body look naturally. And the parallel to me is just like Sarah Bartman and her husband is just giving like Sexy Red and Drake. The same way how Sarah Bartman's husband or boyfriend took her over to Europe to exploit her, I feel like Drake is just taking Sexy Red around and just using her to exploit her audience in the same kind of way. And it just bothers me that the CEO of Universal, Lucian, they just take people from my culture, like not the best of us, not the best lyricists, not the greatest artists, not the best anything, and just put money behind them and just show this side of our culture to the world, and it just doesn't represent our culture the best. And some people might say like, oh, that's just what people want, that's the style of music people want, but I don't think that's true. Like Joe Button was in an interview with this guy Larry Jackson, and he's the one of the faces of Gamma, the place that Sexy Red is signed to, and he was saying, don't you think the sound waves have power, and putting this kind of music out can influence people? And this Larry Jackson said that he does think that's true. The company is named Gamma because he understands the power of sound and frequencies and how they influence people. And he's fully aware of the effect that these sounds and frequencies can have and influence our people. And I love it because Joe Button's faces look like this guy like, yo, you piece of. But I just think it's an issue because I I be going into I be seeing the world and I see our women becoming faster. I see our men becoming more violent. It's not just Sexy Red. I see the influence that these things is having on our people, and they're pushing this thing. They're pushing this energy out. They're pushing this sound wave out, and it seems like to be purposeful. It seems to be purposeful. And people will say, "Oh, that's just what the people want," but I don't think so because right now we have a song called "Not Like Us" out. We all know it, and it's breaking every record that we have. And on the third verse, Kendrick is literally whispering to us, telling us about slaves and the history of Atlanta. So if you think people just want fast food music and want these low frequencies, these low energy, low vibe music, I don't think that's true. I think we have a hunger, it's a hole in the culture of substance that is missing, and that Kendrick right now is feeling it, but I think more people should come out and feel it. I think we should stop this bullshit from being put out on us. I just don't think our culture isn't our culture. Like I feel like it's being taken over. I feel like it is being controlled by people that is not like us.